welcome back to the MARKIE channel, where we are still in a jail cell. You know, this sentence has taken a lot longer than I thought it was going to. I can only apologise for that. I am in the process of sorting it, okay? Please don't hurt me. I promise I'll fix it. But yeah, you already know what this video is going to be. It's going to be another topics video where we start off with the smaller topics and we work our way up to the bigger topics. Like I said, you know how this works. Just tell me in the comments, please. Callum, stop explaining it. But one other thing that you could also predict is I'm going to shout out my other channel as well, because I've done that a bit too much recently, right? But I've started a new channel. It's linked in the description. It's like a passion project for me. I've never had so much fun kind of with a new project in so long, and I'm really, really enjoying it, and you guys have shown so much support, so thank you so much for that. But if you do want to go and check it out, there's 2 videos on there right now. There's another video going out tomorrow, 2 videos a week. It's in the description. But yeah, either way, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into today's topic, shall we? Right, so for the first topic, we are actually going to be talking about Twitch, specifically their earnings. I feel like we've actually spoke about a story not too long ago, maybe like a couple of months ago, where we were talking about Twitch streamers and how people were like criticizing Twitch streamers for taking donations even though they evidently earn a lot of money, and it was like almost came to the conclusion of, well, if you don't want to donate, don't. Because at the end of the day, it's no secret, right? These big Twitch streamers do earn a lot of money. Like, if you didn't know that, then I don't know where you've been. But a lot of people didn't know exactly how much, even though it is pretty obvious because people's sub counts are pretty public, and you can work out, like, most Twitch streamers either earn $2.50 for their subs, or they earn $3.50 per subs. So you can work it out from how many subs they have to how much money they could have possibly made. But apparently a lot of people didn't know that, and the reason why I say that is because a lot of people's Twitch earnings actually got leaked, okay? The Twitch database got leaked somehow, and all the numbers came out, and a lot of people seem to be very surprised. And the only reason I'm showing these, by the way, is because it's very, very public now. Like, I mean, F1 on Twitter's already seen it. I mean, this tweet specifically has got 26,000 likes. And basically, it's a spreadsheet of, like, the top 100 Twitch streamers and how much money they've made. And you can see some people, I mean, XQC apparently earned 750k in just September alone, which, must be nice. And I get how this can be interesting. Like, it is very interesting to see, like, how much these bigger people on Twitch actually earn, because it's a crazy amount of money. But like I said, it is pretty easy to also work it out. Like, on YouTube, I feel like it's a lot harder because, like, everyone's ad revenue is just different. On Twitch, you've got 2 numbers to work with. It's pretty easy. But yeah, either way, let me know. Do you even care? Do you not care? Is this more than what you thought? Is it less than what you thought? Just tell me your thoughts. Now, like I already said, it's not that surprising to me, but one thing that is that a big company like Twitch can have such a big data breach and just release people's, like, private information, like how much they earn, because a lot of these people won't want that number publicly, and now it is, just because Twitch had a data breach, which is, it's not great, is it? But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Now, moving on to the next topic, okay, we're going to be talking about Tana Mojo, and it seems like a few people have been criticizing Tana. I saw this mainly on Twitter, and people were criticizing Tana because of a story she told on her podcast.
No, in Vegas, ask Amari, he's back there. When we couldn't get groceries, we'd go into a store called Food for Less, and we couldn't get groceries, and we wanted all this shit. Amari's all, look at Amari's all camera, like, yeah. And this store, right? In Vegas, a lot of stores have no chase policies. I'm sure you know about that.
Perfect.
Where if you're stealing from a store,
I'm pretty sure like Sephora has that. I'm like
they can't chase you out. Like, if you're out of the store, like, you just get. So when we couldn't afford groceries, we just fill a cart, run out. They couldn't chase you, and you'd have.
Oh, my mom did that. That's how my mom went to prison one of the times.
So as you can see, Tana Mojo says when she didn't have money, she would steal groceries from a shop because she needed food to eat. And a lot of people have, like, for some reason took this as, like, I'm not saying for some reason. I mean, I get it's illegal, but people have, like, criticized Tana Mojo for this, and I just think she's done a lot worse, right? And I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion. Maybe it is, okay? Maybe I'm gonna get a bunch of people commenting being like, how dare you defend something like this, Callum? But it's food from, like, a store that she needed to survive, right? She needed surviving food and she couldn't afford it. I have no problem with that. I'm sorry. Maybe I'm an idiot. Now, I thankfully haven't been in that position. My parents thankfully took care of me. Like, there was always food on the table. But yeah, if there is someone who can't afford to eat and that they need to go and, like, get some food somehow, and that's the way that they have to do it, and I just so happen to see it, I saw nothing, okay? I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, especially if it's also one of these, like, big, massive companies, like, what do you have in America? Like, Target? Is that a place you go? Walmart? That's one, right? Yeah, like, if it's these big companies that are worth God knows how much money, do what you like in my eyes. I don't really care. But yeah, like I said, maybe that's an unpopular opinion. Let me know, I guess. Now, speaking of Tana Mojo, we also spoke about not long ago how the Trisha Paytas podcast had been taken down from Tana Mojo's podcast channel. Now, I wasn't exactly sure why this happened. We were trying to, like, put the pieces together. This was also the exact same time that Trisha was deleting a lot of their own videos, so we were thinking maybe, like, Trisha asked Tana to delete the video because maybe she said something that she regretted. But it turns out Tana Mojo actually just addressed this, saying, everyone keeps coming for me on this LMAO. People keep flagging it, so it got removed. It's still up on Spotify. I never deleted it. So yeah, it turns out a lot of people are flagging it. I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe it's people who got mentioned in the podcast for privacy reasons. I know that's a very easy way to get videos taken down. So maybe that's something to do with it. Maybe it's just people who don't like Trisha who are flagging the video. I'm not 100% sure, but that seems to be the explanation. It's not because Trisha asked, apparently. Let me know your thoughts on that. But yeah, now for the next topic. This is just a quick one, but YouTube Rewind is no longer. I mean, we didn't have it last year. The year before was kind of like a top 10 list, which was a bit shit. And then obviously the year before that was the most disliked video in YouTube history. So it hasn't really had the best track record recently. But as you can see here, it says on TubeFilter, after shelving last year's iteration of YouTube Rewind due to hardships and heaviness of 2020, YouTube has exclusively confirmed to TubeFilter that it's doing away with the annual compendium for good. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't really faze me. I'm not too bothered about this news, but it is also nice to just kind of watch the YouTube Rewind at the end of the year. Even if it is shit, it's sometimes nice to also just like have something to laugh at. Like it seems good. I don't feel like it should have been taken away, but I mean, let me know your thoughts. Do you feel like it should have ever really been here? Do you think it could have been here if they'd done it right? Do you think there was no way of doing it right? Let me know your thoughts. And now for the last topic, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be talking about the return of Shane Dawson. And no, it's not like the other like 8 times I've said that and he hasn't really returned. He's mainly just like post like an Instagram picture or something. This is a video. This is Shane Dawson's first video back and it's called The Haunting of Shane Dawson and it's currently number 2 on trending. What a surprise. Now, the first thing I noticed is that it's got a crazy like to dislike ratio. Like, yeah, there's 22,000 dislikes, but there's 197,000 likes and I'm recording this video right now. And for when you bear in mind how cancelled he really got, that ain't bad. That's pretty fucking good, in fact. Now, this video is kind of one of like his old style videos. It's all about like paranormal activity and shit like that, okay? Which we're not going to talk about here. If you care about that stuff, go and watch it. But he does also mention the fact that he's been gone for so long and gives like a brief like explanation of where his head's at right now, so we can have a look at that right now.
Obviously, I don't know how to talk about this because I have had such a intense last year and a half, and I'm doing really good, and I'm really happy, and I'm just excited about life. So, but I do feel like I have to talk about some stuff. It's weird. I don't know. It's like I definitely feel ashamed and embarrassed and horrified over a lot of the stuff that started, old clips and stuff that started coming out when I got canceled, and then all of that.
Now, straight away, you can see that he feels embarrassed about these old clips that came out, which I guess is one word to describe it. I've got to say that it also isn't just the old clips that people are pissed off about. It was a lot of his, like, present actions, like with, like, the whole Tati Westbrook video that came out and was talking about how, like, Shane Dawson was talking shit about, like, James behind the scenes and whatnot, and almost, like, orchestrated Tati into making the video. Now, whether or not you agree or disagree with that, that was also part of it. And then Shane Dawson also goes on to explain that he doesn't really want to say how he feels because he thinks that people are just going to criticize him.
It's weird because if I talk about it how I really feel, people are going to say, oh, you're trying to get sympathy or whatever. So I like don't want to talk about it.
As much as I do kind of agree with that, I would also want to hear how he personally feels. Like, I don't want you to lie. Like, say how you feel. It'd be interesting. Like, yeah, people might disagree with it, but it's better than just being fake, right? Maybe I'm in the wrong there. Maybe it would be better for him to just kind of like leave it, kind of like stop the criticism. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Like, how did you feel about this like whole first video back? Do you think it was the right decision? Do you think it wasn't? Let me know.
Accept it. And then there's going to be people who appreciate what I do, and then there's going to be people who are going to say I died, and then people are going to believe it. And then I'm not dead. What if I was? Sorry. That's an idea. Sorry. Just, can you imagine? Like,
you dying?
And that's pretty much it. The video then goes on to like his normal style video and it just carries on. And like I said, it's had a very good response. And I'd love to know your thoughts, okay? Because I imagine it isn't going to be quite as simple as it's going to be a good response when it isn't just Shane Dawson's viewers. So I'm going to leave this to you guys. Have a discussion in the comments. No like screaming at each other, okay? People might disagree, but we can all have discussions, all right? But yeah, either way, just yet again, want to say thank you for the support on the other channel. Like, it feels quite good because this is something that I'm really, really like passionate about and I really want to make work, and it's a very long-term project for me. It's something that I can see myself still doing in 5 years, and the fact that you guys are supporting it right as it started, it means a lot, okay? Like, genuinely means a lot. So, yeah, thank you so much. If you do want to check that out, that is linked in the description. And, yeah, I guess until tomorrow, I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye.